Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. Let's get into this for Aries. What's going on, Aries? Aries, I feel like you're being love bombed. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah. I feel like you're being love bombed. I feel like that there's a new beginning of a relationship, like someone's offering a new beginning of a relationship with that Ace of Pentacles, something that could grow and prosper, the foundation of a new beginning, right? But secretly, they want a tower. It's like they want to leave it out in the cold. So if somebody's offering you something, they're love bombing you. They're out in, oh, this also could be, oh, no, Aries. Aries, what this is about, the center of the reed is a tower. Now, a tower could be moving houses. Now, this person could be offering you a relationship, but secretly they're out in the cold. They have no place to live. They want to move in with you. They're trapped in their head. This is almost like they're telling you they want a relationship because they want to move in with you. Like they're trying to recover. You're an Empress here. They're waiting discontent to rush in, right? And they think that it'll transform into love, like it'll grow into love. But this person is only offering you this relationship is because they have no place to be. Red flag. Big old giant ass red flag. Aries. This person wants to rush in. They're ready to move in. They may be sleeping in their car. Taurus. Okay, this is about the truth here. So I feel like where there was a commitment there, this is concerning a commitment, Taurus. This is somebody wanting to apologize for leaving you out in the cold. They're wishing to overcome the obstacles to move forward with you, your pre-Empress energy, offering a new beginning, but because they have some regret. They're trapped in their head about a relationship, wanting a new beginning in love. Like they want to start this with you. This person is going to, it's almost like they're wanting things to transform the relationship into a partnership, right? They want to transform this just relationship into a partnership. This is they're being honest with you. They're being honest with you. This could be an emperor. They're apologizing for leaving you out in the cold. You're coming in Empress energy, pre-Empress energy. So this is about someone saying, I'm sorry, I left you behind. You know, they're being honest. Gemini. Gemini, you have a choice between two, and there's a cycle that needs to close. There's a cycle that needs to end for a reconciliation to happen. Something needs to change for something new to happen here, so that you can move forward from the Tower. So I don't know if the Tower is that you have to reconcile a relationship, or if there is a karmic cycle that needs to close here. Because I feel like you've got to move on from this Tower. You're moving forward, you're transforming. You're no longer resisting a relationship. You've done some soul searching about taking that leap of faith. This also is, you regret that you didn't speak to the Empress or the pre-Empress energy. So in this case, what I'm feeling is that choice that you had to make. There's a choice that you had to make. And to close that karmic cycle is to leave the karmic alone, to reconcile a relationship and move on from a Tower. Move on from the shit that you were dealing with this karmic, okay? Moving forward and transforming something, no longer resisting the relationship. You know, the Emperor energy could resist the pre-Empress because there's a lot of trickery being done, there's nonsense being done, and that's what's reflected in that Tower. But this is an awakening so that you can take that leap forward, and you regret not speaking to your person. I feel like a lot of that's happening right now, and that may be for a reason. You know, there'll be more twins coming into union finally. Cancer. Cancer, you got 8 straight up. To me, that would be infinity. Like this is the infinity sign. Tell me about this. This is like a never-ending circle here for you. Never-ending. Could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Cancer, you got some clarity that a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you got some clarity about somebody. It may have to do with a new passionate beginning. You're getting clarity. You were having sleepless nights because of a third party, Queen of Swords. I feel like your energy is in the middle of this, the Nine of Swords, sleepless nights. Can't turn it off. Can't. You're tossing and turning. You feel like there was no equal give and take because of a Queen of Swords. You cut somebody out so that you can recover, because they offered something to a third party. They offered something to a third party. I feel like you told this person, you know, I feel like you could have been communicating back and forth, or you told them, you know, they're cheating, and you walked away from the harsh truth because of a new passionate beginning. The harsh truth was a new passionate beginning. This is you leaving somebody behind because you know this person. It was a deal breaker for you. This was a deal breaker. Leo. Ooh, right out the gate. Center of this read is a karmic cycle is coming to the end, right? So the deceptive illusion. So manifesting deception or deceptive illusion. Somebody's doing some trickery right out the gate. Center of the read is the world card, which is something, a karmic cycle ending, something ending so something new can begin. But the truth about the relationship, there's a truth about a relationship that the Empress is healing and knows the truth about the relationship. I feel like with that illusion, somebody was wishing to end the Empress, cause an ending with the Empress. But the Empress is recovering here. I almost feel like, Leo, you may be, now you could be the Empress. This could be happening to you, or you could be the person doing this. You got to take it out, resonates to you. Somebody here is the Queen of Swords. Someone is plotting and planning. And they're plotting and planning back and forth with a King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Has to do with a commitment from the past and moving past something. But they're having sleepless nights. Why is the High Priestess here? Why is the High Priestess here? A broken-hearted family situation. Why do I feel like there's some jealousy at play here? You're under the bottom of the deck. You're under the bottom of the deck here, Leo. So if you're the Empress, somebody was wanting you out of the way. But they tried, but you know the truth about a situation. You're recovering. The Empress is recovering. They know the truth about the relationship. There's a closing of a cycle. Somebody was wishing to cause an ending. And somebody was collaborating with somebody else to do it, right? This has to do with wanting the Empress out of the way. So this is somebody from the past, a commitment, a past person, a past commitment, trying to move on, trying to get somebody to move on from the commitment. Now, you know, you can't break what God puts together. Now, I don't care who it is, right? You're worried about, no one wants to talk about that you're hurting your family situation. I'm going to tell you what this is. Leo, if this is you doing the magic, you're going to create a generational curse. And what you're meaning to harm somebody else with will end up breaking the heart of your family, because it's going to be on your family at that point. You know, you might not be saying that, but the cycle that you're trying to end is a karmic cycle. So if you got karma, it's also going to affect your family. Okay, that's how generational curses are created, by somebody doing that. So whether this is you're back and forth with somebody, this is about a past relationship, whatever the case may be, if you're starting off on that, if this is being done to you, the person doing this to you is going to get a generational curse put on them. It's going to cause them to have a generational curse. It's going to affect their own family. It's not going to affect the other person. See, the other person's going to recover here, but the person doing it, it's going to backfire in their face. Virgo. Virgo, you're under, this is you. Okay. So I feel like if there was betrayal, you've closed the cycle. Somebody can see that you've closed the cycle on this betrayal. There's something that happened. You made a decision to cut something out that was attacking or harsh. So the harsh truth being cut out, you see that the harsh truth is, it's like it's done. Whatever was happening to you, it's over. It's over. And I feel like you're rebuilding with equal give and take. You will communicate about this tower. You will communicate on about what happened. Okay? You're waiting for love, but you're looking back at past mistakes. And you're waiting for everything to change. This is about, and walk away. This is because you walked away from this. When you close the cycle here, Virgo, you released yourself from some kind of a snare. So whatever happened is over, and you're waiting to see things change. There will change. They will. You'll start to see, because you walked away. You did what you grew. Okay, and I like this because, I always say Virgo's the one that creates the roads around the mountain, because you always walk around the mountain 40 times before you make a decision. You made the decision to walk away, and you close the karmic cycle. So you will see things transform. You will see things grow. You will be able to communicate about what you've been through. And I also feel like for some reason, some of you will be able to help other people because of what you've been through. So I feel there's positive changes coming for you, Virgo. Very positive ones. Libra. Libra, I feel like tell me about the Two of Pentacles. I don't feel like it's you that's walked away, but there's somebody here who's walked away. It could be somebody was back and forth juggling betrayal. So it's almost like with that Two of Pentacles, back and forth about the betrayal. Maybe you walked away because it was like you feel like this person will do to you what they've done before. I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye, because when it's clarified, is justice is illuminated. So if you've been betrayed in the past, justice has now been illuminated. Like you're going to get whatever was taken from you, you're going to get it back, okay? Whatever was stolen is coming back to you. So with that Four of Wands, that's the foundation or the relationship that you're having sleepless nights over this. It's almost like you resist watching. You resist watching somebody. You don't want to know what's happening, but you're heartbroken over this person. This person is your person. 10 of Cups is your person. Always 10 of Cups is your person. You're trying to release yourself from the harsh truth. You want to be with this person because you have some regrets or some remorse. This could be them and not you. They may be cutting out whatever was happening. They want to be with you. They have regrets. They're manifesting the relationship. They want to be with you. So whatever I feel like was taken from you is going to be returned. You resist paying attention to what? Because of heartbreak. That you're having sleep. You are hurt over this. You want this. You love this person. I'm going to tell you, the opposite of love is not hate. It's indifference. Okay. So if you're hurt over this person, is because your heart's in it, right? If you didn't give a shit, that would be a different story. But the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. And so until you're indifferent with somebody, and this, if you're having sleepless nights because you're heartbroken over your person, what was taken from you is going to be returned. And this person is cutting out whatever it was, whatever the harsh truth was, or cutting out whatever the attack was, because they're manifesting their relationship with you. So this person's going to be trying to come back towards you. I have 10 pentacles under the bottom of the deck, so you may end up getting your commitment that you're looking for. Scorpio, 2222. Scorpio, you have angel number 2222. Look it up. Okay, Scorpio, you've been single for a long time and you want to get married. You want to get married. You want to take that leap to have justice in a family situation. You want to get married and have kids. You're wishing to rebuild. You're cutting out the resisting. If you were resisting, you're cutting that out. You want to heal and have a new beginning in love. You've been patient long enough. Somebody from the past. You've been waiting for somebody from the past. You've been waiting for somebody from the past. You've been single for too long and you're ready to get married and settle down. So you're no longer going to be resisting this person. You're going to be wishing to rebuild. So you're going to heal. Where love is concerned, you've been patient. You're patiently waiting. You're patiently waiting for somebody from the past. You're ready. You're ready. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you might be single and abundant or pre-empress energy. It's almost like, okay, so I feel like you don't want to trust the universe, because it's illuminating the universe and you're back and forth about the truth about the universe. So it's almost like you're juggling in divine timing the truth. You're trying to decide if this is the truth. Is this really going to happen? The truth is the center of the read here, okay? With a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's illuminating reconciliation, but you're at a crossroads. You're being guided towards somebody from your past, but you're resisting healing. You're waiting for love and a new passionate beginning. It's almost like you're resisting healing. Like you're not sure. You're being a little skeptical. I'm going to say that. Sagittarius, you're being a little skeptical. You don't think it's really going to happen, but it is. You really have to trust the process. It really will happen the way it's meant to happen. And there are people who don't want anybody back, and good for you. Like, live your best life. Nothing wrong with that. Capricorn. Ooh, we got some nasty energy here. Okay. I feel like there's a relationship out in the cold because of an argument. Somebody's having sleepless nights. They want justice. They want a victory. It's illuminating, seeing things from a different perspective. You need to take a step back and look at this. Why is this falling apart? You want to, it's almost like justice and the Six of Wands. Your justice is coming back from a battle victoriously. Now, you have to see things from a different perspective here. Has to do with an Aries, Leo, or a Sag. You feel like somebody was manipulating you. You feel like you were manipulated, like this person wanted to win at all costs, no matter what. Obsessed at a crossroads. You don't know what to do. You're single and abundant here now. It's almost like where love is, you're resisting. You're resisting love, or you're guarded and defensive about love. I want to dive into this a little bit more. Tell me about justice. I want to know who's doing this. Yeah, you're moving on. Okay. So I feel like there's an argument or a fight that's caused this relationship to go south. But sleepless nights about moving on, this could be a divorce. You want a victory here. You have to see things from a different perspective. There's something else here that you're not seeing. You got to master your emotions. Maybe you were too much in your emotions. Maybe that's part of the problem. Right? It's illuminating you mastering your emotions. Also, you could be drinking a lot, Capricorn. With that King of Cups, that can also be the alcoholic card. So somebody could be drinking a lot, assessing something. There could have been a reason for this. But you're blaming the manipulation, past mistakes. Past mistakes, you feel like they manipulated you in the past. Are you at a crossroads though? Because you need strength. It's like obsessed at a crossroad, needing strength. I almost feel like you're vulnerable. Like you're very in your emotions. You're very vulnerable in the situation. See, you being single, where this a new beginning in love is concerned, what you're resisting is closing the cycle. I see reconciliation under the bottom of the deck. I feel like you both are going through something. You're feeling like you were manipulated, but that was a past mistake. That wasn't what happened, right? You're trying to move forward here, but you're not letting go. You're not letting go, Capricorn. I'm telling you right now, you're not letting go. You're resisting closing the cycle. So you being single where love is concerned, it's still attached to that Queen of Wands. You're still attached to the person. It's an argument. Like, swallow your pride. No wonder they're saying master your emotions. That's what I'm saying. You've got to figure this one out. Maybe what you need to see from a different perspective is you took it the wrong way. You assumed something. Aquarius. You got a lot of 3s and 4s. This is all. This is also about the foundation. Okay. Wow. It's about the foundation of a situation. So you've cut something out and you're waiting to heal. You're still trying to hold back a tower. You're heartbroken that you couldn't overcome some obstacles in a relationship, and that's why it's out in the cold. It's illuminating seeing your partner. Your partner would be the Queen of Pentacles. Could be a wife. Could be a wife in the situation, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person's going to start over and have a new beginning. They're just not saying anything. They're using their intuition, or they're not saying how unhappy they are. Yeah. See, not speaking, not saying they're unhappy. Took a leap of faith. Aquarius, there you are. It's been a long time coming to reconcile. Oh, because you, oh, okay. So you do want to be with this person. So something needs to change is what I'm seeing here. Right? So if you cut out waiting, if you cut something out and you were waiting to heal, you're still holding back a tower, right? It has to do with the foundation of the situation. Heartbroken that you couldn't overcome the obstacle in the relationship, and that's why you're out in the cold. You don't want to see, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to see your person have a new beginning. Like, they're not saying they're unhappy. So you need to take that leap of faith. It's been a long time coming to reconcile this relationship, because you're communicating that you still want to be with them. So what this is really saying is, if you want to get to the heart of the matter, if you want something to grow, you need to be the one to take the wheel. You really do. In this case, Aquarius, you need to be the one to take the wheel. Pisces. Oh, okay. So that, like, it's like, look at that. The only people on the board, Emperor and the Empress. So passionate communication to reconcile. You have 2 cards of reconciliation here. Someone was doing some soul searching for a long time. They were trapped in their head out in the cold about somebody from their past. That's the Emperor. He hadn't talked to the Empress. He wanted to heal. Secretly wanting to rebuild, wanting to communicate. What's happening? Okay, so I feel like they're going to tell you about what happened. They want to talk about the deception, and they want to move past this, and it's illuminating a victory. So they want to come towards you. They haven't spoken to you for a long time. They thought about everything, and now this person's coming forward to talk about the deception, so that it's illuminating a victory, happiness and success there in a victory. So I feel like they're coming towards you to tell you what happened. You haven't spoken to this person in a long time, and they are your true match. So guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.